What is my name? My name is Chadman, and we are getting underway. So, let's follow Mike as he makes his way in. And let's see how he gets his way out there. So he's obviously working in as the combo with the medic. As you can see, there goes the roamer. So the roamer's off on his route, and Nox obviously in there as the medic, and out comes the fire. Let's go up high to find out how the teams are spreading themselves out. So we're now watching the fight for that central point. Numlock gets taken down quickly. We're also seeing BYB and Bash also in there as well, and you can see now Connie and Tompa also being taken down. So you can see Miralyn, Rib and Zebasai now pushing back, and it looks like Epsilon might be in a position to take this point. Two soldiers holding on to that. Now what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to wait for Mike to, sorry, not Mike, Numlocked to return, and obviously the two scouts. You'll need them in there. Now, obviously, look at that. Nox doing pretty well when it comes to the Uber. Just have to wait and go and see what happens with that. Now you can see the soldier, the roaming soldier, moving over to the left-hand side. The demo staying with the medic, and obviously the pocket in there, Mike in there, doing the oh, there we go. Look at that. A quick run-in from Gear going after the enemy, and Rib unfortunately blowing himself up. That was a bit unfortunate, as now the medic's coming under a little bit of fire, as you can see there. A little bit of fire coming. Mike looking after his medic, doing a great job. And let's see what's going on. So Nox, as you can see, hasn't managed to use that Uber yet, so he's managed to ensure everybody remains as alive as possible, and the time is now counting down. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock, currently in favour of Team Epsilon. So let's watch Nox as he's trying to keep all the various people alive. You can see a little bit of an overheal on one of the soldiers as he goes in pretty hardcore against one of the other soldiers. There we go. Nox took a rocket to the face. Had to pop the Uber. Team Epsilon has now popped the Uber in reply. So it's just a matter of what they decide to do. You can now see the demo asking for a quick overheal, as they are now trying to cover both the left side and the right side and the middle. Or these are all choke points that they need to deal with. And Zebasai goes flying, and BYB. Look at this. So there we go. That's another one. Tompa now respawning, and you can see the Uber. They definitely have an advantage over Miralyn. Miralyn only a few seconds behind when it comes to the Uber. Look at the amount of people that are overcharged on the left-hand side. You've got Tompa, you've also got Rib, and you've got BYB all overhealed. And now you can see spreading the overheal going on between Nox, and now moving up towards them. And it looks like, oh, you know what I'm guessing? I'm guessing that Miralyn's in. No, he's not in with a crit screech, so he had a slight advantage on the speed, so probably because they took a little bit more damage from the enemy side. So Miralyn moving in with his team. So BYB taken down, Tompa also taken down. Miralyn pops the Uber at the same time as their enemy also then pops the Uber. They're moving back now as they're coming under a little bit of fire. And you can see Miralyn trying to get back away from one of the scouts. So we now move in on Rib. Rib is the demo. He's also moving back. And we're watching Bash as he's being supported over on that left flank by the demo man. So it looks like 28 seconds as the scouts are pushing up on one flank. And you're going to have scouts and probably a soldier. No, demo man moving over on the left side as we're watching Bash trying to take out one of the opposing scouts. He then gets taken down. Gear and Bash taken down. Fortunately for Mike, he takes down Tompa. So let's go and see what's going on as we're on the point now, as it looks like Mike has just been finished off, and now the soldiers are chasing down Nox. Let's see if we can find out where they are. So Nox made it back to the base, and he's working with the demo. There we go, waiting for the rest of the team to spawn. They're going to move in and make their way towards the point. So you can see now, this is going to be interesting because both the Ubers are ready to rock and roll, and you can see the pressure coming in from the right-hand flank, the demo fire coming in from the left, but no! Oh, so unfortunate for poor Mike there. He wasn't able to get Mike with a quick heal, a spot heal before he unfortunately died. So now, unfortunately, poor old Nox has taken a little bit of fire. He now has to back off, working with the demo. So now we're through the eyes of the demo man, Numlock, popping in those pipes. Lovely sticky stuff going on there. And he's now making his way up to the point. Looks like he's going to try and do a quick pop-up. The try and go for that demo. Can he get rid with another sticky? He can! Nice pop-up there by Numlocked. He just popped up just to be able to get visibility on what was going on, and managed to then capture that point with 4 seconds left on the clock. Now he's setting up multiple locations. And there you have it, boys and girls. That is the first one on the board for Team Epsilon. So now we look at the point, and as you can see, it's not ready to be captured yet, so they're trading fire, rockets, explosions. Oh, look like the soldier going in for the medic, but he was protected. Mike doing a fantastic job of protecting Nox there, and fortunately for Miralyn, this is the guy you know all too well. This is the Teflon coated medic himself. Explosions and rockets just seem to slide off the man. So we're now watching him moving in with the demo man. So there's Rib in there as well. Let's see if we can follow Numlocked as he's moving his way towards. There we go. Out comes the Kritzkrieg. Out goes the Kritzkrieg from Epsilon. Let's see if they can actually get in there and do any kind of damage. And you can see them actually putting the crit stuff behind him to try and prevent the fire. But no, Mike gets taken down. Zebasai comes in, and Tompa and Zebasai taking down a combination of the medic and also the demo man. So good play there by Broder.TF. They have now effectively annihilated the Epsilon team. Now they're in a position to hold that or capture that point. You can see now the time is ticking away for the Broder.TF team. Looking pretty good for them so far. Let's see if we can get up high and find out which direction the enemy is going to be coming from. So as you can see, in comes the roaming soldier. You can see up there the roaming soldier making his way forward. You can see the demo man and the scout remaining near the pocket, so there's the pocket, and you can also see another roamer there. Looks like they're swapping roles around, and you can see the demo man continuing to spam in all directions. There we go, one of the roamer soldiers going in there. Looks like he's forced the Uber. Oh, poor old Mike goes flying. They've now forced the Uber. This is going to force Epsilon to move back away from the point. They're down to 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the clock. As you can now see, this main point at the moment. Let's see if we can lock in on members of Epsilon. So it looks like they could be in a tricky position. Let's see, as we follow Gear in. So Gear going in as well. There we go. That was a quick attempt by Connie onto the medic. And as a result, they forced that Uber. So Nox had to pop the Uber in order to ensure his survival. And they've managed to actually capture that point as Broder.TF decide to pull back away from that point. Now, obviously, they've got... Oh, look at that. Oh, Mike. Oh, no. Sorry, Gear. I should apologize. Sorry. Mike, unfortunately, was currently dead as a doornail. So, lovely shot there by Gear. A little bit of juggling going on with the rocket launcher. Fantastic stuff. As we're watching Bash at the moment, trying to deal with one of the roaming soldiers. There we go, takes him down. And there another fire coming in into Miralyn as well. So, looks like the scouts are doing a good job of trying to neutralize the enemy medic. So now you've got the scouts dealing with a little bit of damage. And we can now look at BYB's Zedai. And obviously, there's Mike in, waiting for an opportunity. There we go. He can now spam them as they come out of that spawn. Moving in to follow Nox. So we're now watching Nox in the middle point, and obviously you've got the scout coming in self-harming. That will help increase the speed of the Uber, and now the Uber's going to be moving up. The medic moving up with the two soldiers. You can see. Let's go up high, find out what's going on. As you can see, now Broder.TF pushing pretty seriously. In comes a fly medic. Down goes Numlocked. And Zebasai also then being taken down very quickly. And you can see now the Epsilon team having to pull back from that point. The point has been recaptured, and now they're in a stronger position. So what are Broder.TF going to do? Let's see what they decide to do, as we're now looking at soldier over in the pocket there. Looks like a bit of fire coming in. Miralyn has to pop the Uber at the same time as Epsilon pops the Uber as well. They're pulling back into that point, so obviously nobody can capture that point while they're Uber. The two soldiers bash into each other in midair. Look at this rocket fire coming in from all directions. This is absolutely insane amounts of rocket fire. Sticky bombs all over the place. And a large, oh, look at that, a large amount of Broder.TF being taken down, and more sticky bombs coming in from the medic, or sorry, from the demo man being taken down. A lot of the Broder.TF team. So that now means that they are in a difficult position. They've only got to get the cap point back for about 24, 25 seconds. And we're now watching as the demo mans are getting ready. So let's follow Numlocked as he is defending this point. 1 minute 35 seconds ticking over on the clock at the moment. So you see there's pipe bombs going out as well. One of the soldiers popping in. In comes the guys right in the middle. And it looks like Connie's been taken down already as the scouts are moving in from all directions to try and take down the enemy. There's a soldier over on the left-hand side as Numlocked taking a little bit of fire, getting some harassment. Again, he gets popped with the Uber. He's now basically in a stronger position, so he can then try and deal with the enemy demo. The enemy demo backing off in order to get the extra healing. There we go, takes down the enemy demo and then takes down Miralyn. So Very happy about that. Gear and Nox taking down Miralin, and that effectively broke the challenge of Broder.TF. Now we just have to wait to see as the time ticks over for Team Epsilon on King of the Hill. So let's see what's going on as we're now watching the teams get themselves ready. So there you go. You can see Bash self-harming to build up that Uber as quickly as possible. In comes Broder.TF over from the right and the left. Scouts obviously coming in. In come the two soldiers going hardcore onto Nox. Look at that. But they managed to get taken down very quickly as you've got the scout covering those sides. And you can now see more soldiers flying in. Scouts moving forward. Zebasai and Rib both being taken down. And it's fair to say that it's looking pretty good for Team Epsilon. They're holding on to that point with 16 seconds left on the clock. Both Miralin and BYB get taken down. Poor old BYB Ben. He is no more. Oh, look at that. Fantastic stuff going on. And now you can see one of the scouts trying to probe those defenses, but it's being well held. Oh, look at that. Oh, good shot by Mike into Zebasai. And another win on the board. That's another round yet again. 2-0 in favour of Team Epsilon. So, let's just follow Numlocked. Into the point. Out go the long distance stickies. Trying to cover those various little choke points over on the left and the right hand side. Oh, here come more stickies. So the point can't be captured yet. So all he's trying to do is trying to get as much damage out there as possible. Oh, but he gets taken down courtesy of the scout. So let's follow up high as we're watching on the point at the moment. You've got Soldier coming in into the middle point from Team Epsilon. Looks like Miralin dodging back around the area, trying to keep the scout and BYB, or Rib I should say, alive. So the scout's now pushing the Team Epsilon back quite significantly, and Mike being taken down and Stefan also being taken down. So quite effective a quite effective push there by Broder.TF. Now in comes Team Epsilon. So look at that. That was a sneaky little point. Connie waiting up there, and Numlock saw him. So there's Stickies waiting on the point. And now you can see Numlock looking for all those little points where you would expect the enemy to be. Let's see. Let's go up high. Find out how they... Oh, in comes one of the scouts. That was Tompa taken down very quickly. In comes a demo man. Rib also being taken down as well. And one of the soldiers looks like he was popping in to go for the medic. That was Zebasai, taken down very quickly by a combination of shotgun fire and bash. So let's follow Numlocked. Now you can see them. Oh, Crits Krieg. Oh, this is nasty. This could be a spawn camp. This could be very nasty indeed. You got the crits just coming out. Oh, massive fire going into the spawn area. Very, very nasty. They've got them spawn locked. This is going to be a very, very nasty situation for Broder.TF. They will not be able to get out of this very easily. The sticky bombs are in place. They may have to come out in force and try and do, or maybe, there we go. They've come out with an Uber. That was the only way they were actually going to make it out of there in any kind of serious way. So let's see what's going on as now the Broder.TF will be making their way towards the middle point. As you can see, the scouts coming in from the rear, trying to attack from the rear, trying to deal with Numlock. Numlock then gets taken down. And now you can see the demo man. There's Rib in there. He's trying to cover all of those little choke points. Choke point there, choke points there, choke points down here as well. In come the rockets, and Rib does a solo grab. Look at that. Fantastic stuff. Oh, great shot there by Connie onto one of the enemy soldiers. So you can see, as we're now watching Zebasai in there as well, massive amounts of spam coming in from all directions. Look at that rocket fire left, right and centre. Zebasai has to back up. He's only got 14 health. Gear we're currently watching at the moment. Spamming going in. Looks like he's trying to focus a bit of attention. Mike goes down. And now there's only one soldier. Let's see. So Bash, Stefan and Mike all down. And you can see them returning to the loving arms of their healers and also the demo man to support them. So they will be moving back, and now the point has been captured in favour of Broder.TF. They have to then try and shore up their defences. So let's have a look. Looking good for Miralin. He's about 100% ready to go. You can see he's in with a standard medic gun, and obviously Nox ready to go as well. The scouts probing the defences, the soldiers pushing through the middle. You're going to have one of the other scouts probably coming over from the other side. In comes the roaming soldier, but he manages to force the Uber at the same time as Nox then pops the Uber for Team Epsilon. Now you've got Miralin in there trying to deal with the other soldier. Looks like the Uber has just worn off for Team Epsilon at the same time as it has Oh, look at that. Massive fire going in, and it looks like Rocket from Gear took down Miralin. And another shot coming in, taking down Tompa as one of the few remaining scouts. BYB Ben, he's trying to get back as quickly as possible. Also working with Rib, and Zebasai should be arriving very shortly. So now the demo and the scouts working. Oh, look at that. Taking down Mike. And in comes one of the other soldiers. So there we go. The soldiers come in. Zebasai gets taken down by the sticky bombs of Numlock. And now they're in the process of trying to capture that point. Oh, poor old Miralin being taken down. Connie at the same time as well. And you're looking at Team Epsilon in the process of capturing that point. 1 minute 30 left on the clock. You can see Bash being overhealed. And you've got Stefan also being overhealed as well. So let's see what they decide to do. Is he's going to then focus the attention on the likes of Gear. Get him up those high hit points. Mike also overhealing onto Mike so that they can make the use of their positions. So as you can see now, the point being moved into, and the Uber has been popped by Team Epsilon. So you can see Team Epsilon now holding onto that Uber point, and they're going to start pushing back against their enemy. Are they going to move in? Let's see. Are we going to have a repeat of what we had the previous round? There we go. In come the missiles from multiple directions. You can see them firing from those areas. And now they're going to have watchers. Broder.TF have to get out of that situation. Fortunately for them, Miralin is not far off building that Uber. So you can see he's taking a little bit of fire. He's got to be very careful. Oh, Miralin dies! Miralin dies with that Uber undeployed. Oh, wow. That was just, oh dear. That was so unfortunate for Miralin, the man who can normally surf those high explosives, and he unfortunately got taken out, as now we're watching Gear getting into a battle with his enemy counterparts.
Mission ends in 10 seconds.
So, as you can see, the time ticking down. Team Epsilon holding on to the central control point and popping an Uber just because. And there you have it, boys and girls. That is the first map, and we shall be moving on to the next one. Stay tuned. Can he get a backstab on somebody? Let's see what opportunity he's going to go for. And here we are, boys and girls. We'll be getting underway. Angel of Hell moves to the observer mode, and this is Badlands with Epsilon and Broder.TF. And let's watch Rib in for Broder.TF making his way, so you can see his progression into the point, over to the med pack, and soon he will be trading sticky bombs with his opposing number, who appears on the balcony directly opposite. Let's go up high, find out what's going on in the middle point. There we go. Stefan taken down already. Numlocked also taken down. Mike taken down. Holy crap. That was very quick as Gear manages to take down Zebasai. Gear then gets taken down by a combination of BYB and Rib as well. And that was the challenge of the Epsilon team, pretty much broken by effective play from Broder.TF. And Stefan with a quick comment saying, I need to change interp. So you can now see them moving up to the red spire. They are now capturing the 2 points there. The scouts capturing. And now let's follow Rib as he makes his way in, along with his medic in tow, waiting to see what happens. So let's see. Checking the areas. Checking those little points where the scouts like to sit, or where somebody likes to, some devious little bastard decides to put a sticky trap, because nobody would ever do that kind of thing. I mean, you know, everything's all fair and above board as the Uber gets popped at the same time as Rib goes down below. So Rib downstairs as well. He's trying to pop out the sticky bombs as well, and it looks like that Uber, oh no, Miralin got taken down. Nops and Mike taking him down, so that looks like the very unfortunate situation for the medic down, and we're now following Bash in. So Broder.TF under a little bit of pressure there. They've lost multiple members, Zebasai, Connie and Miralin now down, and it looks like Bash is going to be trying to get one of those, that spire that was recently taken by Broder.TF. They're going to try and get that point back, and you can see Bash there trying to take down those sticky bombs that are in this little sticky trap. And now you can see the point has been captured, and let's see if we can move in with Mike. So we're following Mike. A little bit of self-damage, so he's working in the combo. Oh, look at that. Scout flying backwards. He's working the combo with the medic, trying to get that damage, trying to build up that Uber. There we go. He's now working together with Gear. You can see them working closely, waiting for that moment where the timing is ready to go, and a little bit of fire coming in there as Gear manages to get in there and take out one of the enemy, and Nox should be ready to go any minute now. Let's see what they're going to decide to do. They're picking and choosing their time very carefully. Now this is A little bit of fire coming in there as we're watching through the eyes of Mike as he's... Oh, look at that. Shotgun fire, and he looks like they've had to pop the Uber, and a little bit, another pop of an Uber there coming in from Miralin in order to ensure that he survives in that middle train area. So the middle control point now under the control of Team Epsilon, and they will be moving up to the next spire. Let's see if we can follow Nox, the medic, working, so you can see him now popping over heels onto the demo, popping over heels onto his pocket rocket there, and you can see them now. Looks like, there we go, look, quick jump up from the soldiers as they move up to the upper section, and now he's moving in with the demo man at the same time as the Uber's slowly building. But you can see on the left hand side, Miralin has the advantage on the Uber, probably only by about a few seconds, but it could be what counts. It could potentially break the back of the Epsilon charge as they make their way into the next point. The two soldiers making their way in, taking it very carefully. Bit of spam going in there. Poor old Numlock being taken down by Tomper quite early. Chunktastic fun coming in there from Mike, taking down Tomper in return. And now Nox is in a situation where he has no friends. So he's now, looks like, there we go, looks like they lost Numlock. That really hurt them as far as they were concerned. The sticky bomb goodness that should have been coming in there was not available. However, the good thing is Nox managed to keep hold of that Uber, ready for that moment. But the trouble is now Broder.TF also have an Uber. So we're going to see two Ubers popped at the same time, no doubt, within quick succession. So now you can see the soldier moving in, and it looks like the medic's coming under fire. There we go, the medic comes under fire, now moving in with the Uber. Uber's been popped, and you're going to see him moving in with the demo, but no, they've decided to pull back. They weren't very happy with that situation, and now we're watching them as they are slowly moving in on the upper and lower sections. You can see the demo man probing the defenses, trying to get a little pick off somebody, see if they can get one of those important enemies down. So there we go, looks like the two scouts taken down, and Rib also, the demo man, taken down. This is the opportunity that they were looking for. They move into the point, and there you have it, boys and girls. First round on the board for Team Epsilon. So let's follow Numlock as he makes his way out. So picks up the med pack as you would expect, and pops a sticky bomb. Oh look, there's his opposing number. Wave to the other demo man, as you can now see them spamming the stickies into that middle point, and looks like Gear, unfortunately, has already been taken down, so they've lost one of their soldiers. And in comes the soldier going in very quickly, but Bash manages to help take him out. Oh no, so taking out one of the scouts. Nox gets taken down. Looks like they've now lost their medic. That's going to really hurt their ability to push forward here. Oh, shotgun into the back. But fortunately for Team Epsilon, they managed to take down the enemy medic. So Miralin is down. They do have an advantage of numbers. Gear and Stefan and Mike currently are the survivors for Team Epsilon. That will give them a little bit of advantage. However, the demo man is still down, spawning in 1 second. Bash also spawning, and Nox should be arriving shortly. So just waiting for them to pop out of the spawn and then start building up that Uber. Miralin has just respawned. He's over healing Zebasai, as you can see. BYB now coming under... Oh, Lord, what's going on there? Oh, look at that. Oh, Nox being taken down by Connie literally as soon as he had spawned. That was nasty, nasty stuff, and good play there by Connie. Absolutely fantastic play. He was waiting in a wonderful sabotage and planned, what's the word I'm looking for, ambush area, and just literally annihilated poor old Nox before he could do anything about it. So let's watch Miralin, the Teflon-coated medic, as he gets ready, to deploy his surfboard over the top of those explosions. Oh dear, Zebasai taken down by Bash and Gear. Now he moves back to work with his combo. So you can see the soldier now working with it. Oh, there we go. He had to pop that because he came under fire from one of the scouts. They're moving up towards the middle point, and it looks like Miralin, unfortunately, desperately trying to hold on to someone. He's now going to have to run. He's going to have to surf that rocket, but he didn't. All he did was headbutt it. Very nasty indeed, as we're now watching Numlock making his way up towards one of the spires, trying to take out one of the scouts if he can. So you can see now, all quiet on the western front, and there be sticky explosions left, right and centre. So you can see them now, fire coming in from Numlock as they're now moving up from that spire. There we go, you see the scouts up on the top right hand corner. They're taking that spire now, and they're going to start moving forward. You can see them waiting for Nox. Nox at about 21%. Miralin has a disadvantage. He's only at 7% when it comes to the actual Uber. So we're waiting to see what they decide to do. Connie in as a soldier. Zebasai, obviously, self-damaging to try and build that Uber as quickly as possible. They are at a disadvantage, I think it's fair to say, as we watch Gear moving in. So you can see now Gear and Mike moving in towards the point. You can see the demo spam coming in, the pipe grenades all left, right and centre. There we go, Nox is going to be ready to go any second. They're deciding to move in. There we go, they rocket jump round to the back to try and take out the scouts. Nice fire coming in there from Gear, takes down BYB, Tompa taken down, Miralin also then taken down, Rib taken down, and there's nobody left to stop them. Wow. So, there you go. That is 2-0 in favour of Team Epsilon versus Broder.TF. On Badlands, no less. So, let's just watch Gear as he does his wonderful rocket jumping goodness in towards the main point. A bit of spam into the centre. There's his demo friend. And out goes the rocket jumps now. You can see him roaming. Looks like he's going after the demo man. There we go. Rib taken down very quickly. Focused fired by Gear and Bash as well. So now let's see what's he going to try and do the focus. Oh, he's not going to get focused anyway because Zebasai takes him out. Let's move over to Miralin. Captain Teflon himself, as we are now watching him coming under a little bit of fire. Look at him dodging around all over the place, trying to pop a heal onto somebody. He's down at 40 health, but he has 95% of the Uber ready to go. There we go, picks up a health pack. Stefan is the only member of the Epsilon team. There we go, a little bit of spawn. So, so you can see here, a lot of fire going on. There we go, Stefan being taken down by Zebasai at that last point. So now we are watching Miralin getting ready to go. There we go. Picks up one of his friends. Picks up one of the scouts. Miralin could be in an unfortunate position. Tries to pick up the scout. Oh, that was balls of steel there from Miralin. Held off on using that Uber even though he was taking some damage. Now the scouts... Did I just see a pyro? I just saw a pyro bash with a reflected rocket. Oh, that is just fantastic. Now, one thing you don't tend to see that often is the pyro, but this is where they're good. This is where they are really helpful because they can actually get in close. This is where, unfortunately, the problems relating to their lack of range do not come into play. There we go. So Bash back in as a scout, and we're now moving over with Stefan to that red spine. Oh, looks like he's run into two soldiers, and it was his comeuppance as we're now... See if we can locate Mike. So you can see Mike there going in for a bit of spam. A little bit of scout action behind him, but no, Nox got taken down. Nox taken down by the scout of Broder.TF. That was a good sabotage attempt there. A little ambush coming in there. Unfortunately, Mike was unable to get any kind of purchase onto that scout. And unfortunately, they lost their medics. So that's going to hurt them now. And looks like Nox in the process of respawning any second. Mike returns to get full health and full rearm. And they're now moving up as we watch Nox in. So he's obviously looking after the scout there. And the scout is doing a little bit of self-harming just to try and build up that Uber. But now it looks like Nox has had to move around. Nox has now had to move around. He just took a massive amount of damage. 33%, and Nox gets taken down by another wonderful attempt by Rib and his team to take out that medic. That's essentially what they've done. They've traded the scout for the medic, and that's a good trade as far as they're concerned. So let's see, Numlock now moving in with his team. 9 minutes and 56 seconds left on the clock. As you can see, the central point is due to be caught. There we go, Zebasai being chunked to bits by those sticky bombs of the evil Numlock. So now progressing to the central point. We're watching to see where he's going, making sure that his medic is staying with him. And waiting for the moment where, there we go, so you got the two soldiers, the roamer going forward, the pocket going to the left-hand side, and obviously the combo looks like it's going to be the demo and the medic. And there we go, in comes the demo, a bit of spam coming over. This is demo on demo action, but no, the scout surprised Numlocked over on the right-hand side as we're now watching the fight going on here. Connie being taken down, and Zebasai now, one of the few remaining soldiers. Let's see what's going on. Correction. Yep, he's pretty much the only man left standing in the soldier section for Broder.TF, and we're waiting to see what's going on as now Miralin and friends are moving up. So there we go. Zebasai moves into working with the pocket and the combo along with the demo man. However, they think there might be somebody sniffing around the area. And here come Team Epsilon. There we go. He's going in for the medic. Can he get the medic? But no. It looks like the medic managed to pop an Uber, so Nox popping an Uber to protect himself. And we're now watching, sorry, correction. Zebasai now having to move back, picking up the ammo and making his way over. Oh, look at that. He anticipated Gear coming in from the rear there, popped a rocket into his face, and that was pretty much all she wrote. So we're now watching to see what's going on as Miralin is making his way up to the midpoint. Let's go up high and find out how this particular battle goes. So we're watching the battle in the central point at the moment. There's pretty much nobody from Team Epsilon except for demos and soldiers and the scout sniffing around the area. So the scout obviously covering the flanks, as you can see. Now you've got the demo man trying to stick up sticky traps by the working men's area, and now you've got the soldiers moving back, so you've got soldier remaining in the pocket. You've got another possible guy who can sit here and go roaming if he needs to and return, and look, sticky traps being set up ready for the Broder.TF team when they decide to make their push. Now look at that, the Ubers, 100% both. This is going to be a double Uber action going on here, and you can see Fi coming in, so Connie taken down, the scout already, the soldier already taken down, and here we go, there goes an Uber, a flying demo man goes in, and it's demos flying past each other, and the Uber gets popped by Broder.TF in reply, and it looks like Miralyn is leading the charge. Oh no, Miralyn leading the charge. Let's see what's going on. The medic and the demo man coming under a serious amount of fire, and I think what's happened is that Numlock has had to sacrifice himself in order to allow the medic to escape. So Gear and Numlock both down, and we're looking at Mike and Nox, the only ones remain standing for the Epsilon team, as the Broder team are now capturing the Red Spire, making their way towards the next point. Demo man rib in place, setting up sticky traps. Let's see if we can follow in. Aha, Miralyn, he's got the Kritzkrieg. Now let's see what he decides to do. The advantage obviously of Kritzkrieg means it will build up that Kritzkrieg just that little bit faster than the standard Uber. So we just have to wait and see what kind of advantage that decides to give them. Numlock, Gear and Bash for Team Epsilon currently all alive. Now obviously, you know, a scout, demo, soldier can do a bit of damage, but they're against essentially a full team, nearly full team of Broder.TF. It's possible Broder.TF might be able to get that here. Now you can see Miralyn, he might be waiting for an opportunity to build up that Uber before they move into the next point. Gear gets taken down, and you can see their BYB they're being taken down as well. Bit of spam coming in, and Numlocked is now down, so there we go. It looks like having a few problems relating to that. Let's see what's going on. Miralyn is jumping around all over the place. There we go, Scout comes flying in, soldier moving in as well, trying to do a little bit of damage onto the enemy, and they're really determined to get Miralyn. They really are. There we go, in comes the Kritzkrieg, and they're going in for that point, and they capture the point. So there you go, boys and girls. That was a good capture by Team Broder.TF, and we shall now follow the likes of Nox. So let's follow Nox. He's making his way into the central point. Directly above him should be a flying demo man, and also in front of him are flying soldiers and flying chunks and flying rockets and flying bullets. As you can see now, you can see Nox currently trying to heal people as quickly as possible, and you can see he's pretty damaged himself. Now that's, you see there, him picking up the med pack. He needs it more than the soldier does. The soldier is in the position to be overhealed. Oh, look at what's going on there. A little bit of action going on. Oh, lovely stuff. Look at that, fantastic goings on. So here we go. We're now moving in with Nox. So you can see sticky bombs coming in directly onto Nox. And now Nox is being pressured. Oh, he's had to pop the Uber to keep himself alive. Now he's trying to look after the scouts, and he's trying to pop the Ubers around all over the place. Try and give Ubers to as many people as they possibly can. And let's see what's going on as he's making his way in towards, from the spire. Down comes the soldier to assist him. Also moving in with the other soldier. So the roamers moving forward, trying to take out the enemy. You can see the combo there working together, building up the Uber. You've got Demo on the left-hand side. Fire coming in, taking down Zebasai. Rockets coming in. Now the medic's got to be careful to make sure he doesn't get outflanked possibly or pushed to one side. Oh, so many rockets, so many chunks, so many sticky bombs. And out comes the medic and friends, and they take that point 3-1. So we are now watching Tompa scout. Let's see if we can find out what's going on. Let's watch Zebasai. Soldier of note. This is the guy who normally plays the pocket. So you can see him now moving in. There we go. Rocket jump in. Try and take out one of the enemy. There we go. He takes down Gear very quickly. He's now being healed by Miralyn. And you can see Rib also now being taken down by Numlocked. So they've got to watch out, because that soldier over there is going to give them a few problems. He's got to look after Miralyn. The demo popping in. Pipe bombs into that area. Miralyn and Zebasai and BYB now moving back, as obviously they're in a rather tricky position. Let's see if we can lock in onto Mike. So Mike now at the red spire, as you can see, or correction I should say, at the blue spire. There we go. The Uber's been marked out and fired off, but they keep getting locked back. Look at that fantastic play there, and you can see loads of amounts of rockets coming in from all directions. Mike goes head first into the ground, and we're looking at Nox at the moment, currently with only an uber charge of 8%, and firing his lovely little medic gun at the enemy. So let's see if we can find out what's going on as we're watching Zebasai. Looks like they're going to try and finish him off. Oh, looks like he gets absolutely air-rated, fired up into the air by Gear. We're now watching Gear literally going one-man clutch. No, his friends have now arrived to help him. So Gear was pretty much holding off the enemy team there and doing a fantastic job of doing so. However, let's just wait and see what's going on, as now we're looking at Miralin. So we're watching Miralin 20%. Rib is about to respawn at any second. The scouts and the soldiers are moving in. Rib going in for an Uber Saw. Is he going to get the Uber Saw? Oh no, he didn't, unfortunately. And that's 4-1 in favour of Team Epsilon. So let us follow. Let's see if we can follow Numlocked. So obviously we got Numlocked on the other side, and there's the two. This is like some kind of sticky bomb, high explosive version of Brief Encounter. Very brief encounter for Numlocked, unfortunately. So you can see soldiers coming in, bit of shotgun action going in from Zebasai, trying to take down his enemy. That was Gear being taken down as well, and they're trying to focus fire the scouts, as you can see. Let's get up onto the middle point here, so you can now see Zebasai then being taken down by the rocket fire of Mike, and you can see the scouts roaming around the area, and obviously Nox moving in. Now you can see Miralin. Miralin could be in a tricky situation. He's coming under fire, the scouts coming under fire, but the demo's now moved in to the middle point to help. They've popped the Uber, so now the Uber has been popped, and here is the Uber dozy-do between the two teams, blue and red. You can see them now moving forward. Miralin, if anything, is starting to lead the charge. The nutter medic is on the case, so to speak, and now you can see the demo and the medic working in the pocket here. As you can see, the combo working well together. A little bit of fire coming in. Oh, let's see what's going on as Nox is trying to move up and try and make sure that everybody is as overhealed as they possibly can be. So there we go. Looks like a little bit of Uber sawing possibly going on there. As looks like that was very close, and it was so close that unfortunately Nox got taken down. So Nox is no more. They've lost their medic. Fortunately, Miralin is remaining alive, as you can see, and is currently hiding, which makes sense. You know, I mean, he is probably the most killable person on the team. It certainly... Stop sending me messages, damn it. So we're now watching, as you can see, the fire coming in. And you can see loads of amounts of fire coming in on the central point. Looks like Miralin and Rib also taking a bit of fire. The scouts move into support, and we're waiting to see what happens as Bash and Stefan and Mike and Nox are on their way shortly. And you can see a little bit of fire coming in. There we go, Fragnet. Stefan taken down, and Miralin unfortunately catching a rocket from Mike. So it's pretty much equal numbers. Now Numlock, Gear, Bash and Nox are in, and Miralin unfortunately is no more. So here is Team Epsilon building up an Uber. You can see Nox slowly building up, working in the combo with the demo man. Soldier moving up, looking to outflank, and they're going to be moving in second. This is going to be what they're waiting for. This is what is waiting for them. Rocket fire coming in now. Fortunately, this is going to be full teams versus each other. Bash gets taken down. Mike gets taken down by Zebasai. And huge amounts of fire. Crikey, Miralin's dead already. And then Numlock gets taken down, and Stefan gets taken down. So Gear and Nox, the only people remaining. Now, obviously, I think it's fair to say that... Oh, no! Gear got taken down just at the right end of it there. Oh, dear. That was so unfortunate for Gear. He managed to sacrifice himself in order to ensure that the medic made it back. We shall just have to wait and see what happens. Now, let's follow Rib in as he's making his way in, and we are watching him as he's laying his sticky traps into that entrance. Let's see what happens. And he's working with Miralin, who appears to be in with the crit screed. That's going to be interesting to see how the crit screed turns out with the use of the demo man. Fantastic stuff indeed. Scouts moving up. There's Bash. Flaming. So we're now watching Bash in there as the dirty pyro, and Stefan sniffing around for an opportunity. Waiting for that moment where he can... Oh, see, look, he's just sitting in the spawn. That's just not fair. So now we're watching as Mike is moving up on towards the blue spire there, So you can see them. Oh, fire coming in. Sticky bombs taking down Numlocked and Mike at the same time. That was a really, really big kill there. And now in comes the crit screed for the soldier. And looks like, oh, that was very unlucky. They managed to sneak that from underneath their nose. Yeah, can't be a good pyro. Unfortunately, obviously, because of you just don't see them in competition because they're too limited. Why would you have a pyro when you could have a soldier instead? So it's a shame because I love pyros. They're so much fun. So anyway, good old W Mouse 1. That's what it's all about. So now as we're seeing, we're watching Rib moving in. So let's see if we can move over to the main central control point. And we're watching them as they're battling for supremacy. Zebasai taken down. Connie also taken down as well. Miralin looking pretty good for the Uber. He's got an advantage over Nox. Stefan Bash. Numlock gets taken down by Rib. And now they're capturing that central control point. And they're moving forward to the next point. Let's see the two scouts backing off. They're going to have to try and get back towards Nox. The scouts will now then capture that middle point. Or sorry, that red spire I should say. And now you've got scouts sniffing around the area. You've got Bash. You have another person over there any minute now. And they're working the pocket, as you can see, is the demo. So the combo of the demo and the medic. And in comes the soldier as rockets come flying in their general direction. And let's follow Rib as he's making his way in. And Miralin making his way over, who appears to be... Yep, no, he's managed to survive, so that's all good. Now sticky bomb traps being set up by Broder. And oh, look at that! Did you see that? That was perfectly timed. Fantastic play by Rib there. Literally, one of the enemy soldiers came flying up, and those explosives just took them out very quickly indeed. So there we go, a little bit of an Uber following going on there. So one Uber after another. We're now watching Numlocked trying to deal with a medic combo and a scout combo. Chucks a pipe into his face. And now is he going to go after Miralin? Where is Miralin? Aha, there's a Miralin! And now it's Numlock versus Miralin. This is what it's all about. No. Numlock decides not to take the bait. He decides to back off and stay with the team, as he probably would have gone round the corner and the entire enemy blue team would have been waiting for him with a big screw you sign above their heads. So anyway, let's watch Numlocked as he's making his way in along with the combo. You can see now there's a roaming soldier. Over go the stickies. And obviously you've got soldier moving over on the right hand side just to try and cover the area. More grenades come flying out. In comes a flying soldier. Oh, when he gets flattened by the grenade. That was Zebasai being taken down. Numlocked gets taken down by BYB and Miralin combo. So it's a scout and medic combo now moving in. As you can see, Rib also now moving into the spire. Let's go up high, find out what they're going to do. So now you can see them catching the red spire, taking a little bit of fire, and there is a red Uber. So you can see the two soldiers working together with the red Uber. Now Miralin has to pop the Uber to get away. Look at that. There we go. There's a sticky trap coming in. And now the rocket fire comes in and the demo man is down. It looks like... Oh, look at that. Oh, fantastic fire coming in from Mike. He rocket jumped over the top there and absolutely... Yeah, I'm trying to think of a polite term for it. Absolutely battered poor old Miralin in the face with a rocket. So we're now watching Stefan capturing the points. Let's wait and see what's going on. Now let's follow Gear. He is now making his way over as quickly as possible to assist his team. Rocket jumping into position, now ready to pick up the heels. Moving on to the next point and waiting for the enemy. There's Connie taking out Stefan. And you can see a little bit of fire coming in from the right-hand side. The scout moving down to get in up close and personal. Mike gets taken down from the far left-hand side. So now it looks like they've lost one of their soldiers. They're going to have to start moving back. Gear obviously continuing to self-harm. As now you can see pushing in. We're following Miralin's. They're pushing in. And the Uber's been popped now. What's happening? Miralin's at 80%. He's got to be very careful. He's got to be very, very careful as to where he positions himself. As it looks like one of the scouts might be going after Miralin. Playing it safe, staying behind that area, trying to build up that Uber. There we go. He's popped. He's ready to go for the Uber. So now he's in a stronger position and he's getting his health back as he's working in the combo with the demo on the point. They're trying to defend that point for all it's worth. Oh, Miralin gets taken down. Sticky bombs coming in from Numlock, taking him down. And now there's a scout on the point. Gets taken down very quick. Rib fighting for survival. Connie's going to move around any second, going in hardcore for the demo man and the medic. Unfortunately unsuccessful. Now we're watching Gear as he moves in, takes down the last remaining, one of the remaining scouts, two of the remaining scouts, and going in for a bit of fire, and Miralin going in there for a little bit of fire and a little bit of Ubersaw goodness. So 5-2 in favour of Epsilon. So let's watch Miralin moving in with his team, working the combo. Obviously he's got the combo of the soldier, and oh dear, there's a soldier attack, oh, chunking, oh, so many chunks. Oh, Gear getting, managing to take out Ribs, so that was a good sacrifice as far as he was concerned. He managed to take out the demo man at the sacrifice of his own life, but also caused them major problems. So now they're having to move back. Let's see if we can watch Stefan now. He's in there, popping over to the blue spire, getting into a position to harass. There we go. And now the demo man moving down as well to get in there to get up close and personal and chuck his sticky bomb in the face. But no! Zebasai taking down Stefan. Connie also then being taken down. And now you see down the bottom here, this is the battle for survival for Team Epsilon as they're making their way up the spire. And we're now watching Bash as he's making his way in. Looks like he's going to try and sneak around, look for an opportunity to take out some of the enemy. There we go. Looks like a little bit of an airborne fire going in. And that's Zebasai then being taken down by Bash. Oh, looks like, oh, he could have been so close to focusing down the medic. Miralin had to get out the needles. Oh, and a shot into the enemy there. There's Nox attempting to use his crossbow. And here's Numlocked. Oh, strafe jumping. We love it. So there we go. He's now moving into a position. He's going to need to get himself a heal or a med pack pretty soon. And we can now see as Numlocked is setting up areas, points of egress and exit, which is where the sticky bomb traps decide to go. So Numlocked now being overhealed. They're moving in 90% and 80% on the relative Ubers. Let's see what's happening as the bombs are coming in from all directions. There we go. The Uber gets popped. Out comes the sticky bombs. And now you can see Numlocked coming in and moving back. As you can see, there's Miralin underneath. He's going to pop the Uber, or he has popped the Uber in reply to Team Epsilon. And now he decides, oh, there's a heavy on the point. There's a big fat boy on the point, and he's dead. Obviously, too many chips took him out. So let's see what's going on. Oh, look at that. Rib taking down Numlocked. So now we're watching Rib at the moment, trying to pop in. And then in comes Ing. Oh, Nox going in with the Uber saw, trying to take them out, but unfortunately unsuccessful. And there you have it, boys and girls. That is good game.